You know who seemed to be living the life? There was this killer like 30 for 30 on Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah.
And he runs his own vineyard now. Dude, his wines are killing it. And he was just still like in killer shape. He still got the great head of hair. Still looks like he could just go out and throw 400 yards on a Sunday. And he was just sitting there, you know, doing the whole wine thing and shit. And I'm just like, oh, man. So my wife every once in a while tries to talk me into like, you can't just have one. It's like.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. When you quit, was your wife like forever?
No, it was a personal thing.
Yeah.
I told you the story that I was drinking in my backyard with Bartnick, drinking this shit Kentucky Owl. It was delicious. And we had just watched the first half of Michigan, Ohio State. And we were smoking sticks and just had the game on pause. And I remember we were drinking, we had a little bit of that. And then we had just a bunch of Miller High Life on ice. It was just an awesome day. I remember looking at him going like, dude, I'm never quitting. I'm never quitting is what I said. And then the next day I woke up, I was like, I need to shut it down for a little bit. And it was the end of the year. And I was like, I'm going to try to go a year. I'm going to try to go. I wanted to go from January 1st to December 31st, no booze. And then I wanted to go a birthday, June 10th to June 10th. So I was like, all right, do another year and a half. And then it was just so easy to keep the weight off.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any of these massive, massive lapses in judgment where I just said things and did things and then had to apologize. And it was like, and then I had the whole thing is my kids have never seen me drunk. I think is a good thing. And like, yeah, I mean, my daughter turns 21. She's like, come on, Dad, have a drink with me. I'd be like, all right, I'll have one then. So Club Soda Kenny's like that. He does it like that.
Really?
Like when his kids turned of age, he would have a drink, but he would have one and then just shut it down. My thing is, after a while, I just couldn't shut it off. It's like a boxer after they get that first concussion, first knockout, then all of a sudden it's easier to knock them out. Like I pushed through something. I pushed through something evil, Bert, and there was no coming back.
My thing was, after we had that friend that got hurt, I had a moment of appreciation of like mobility, like just watching someone not be able to get from a car to a bed or get from one place to another. I remember that night getting out of my car and feeling like a little fat, right? Getting out, going like, God damn it. Oh, fuck. And I was like, hey, wait, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. And I said, I'm shutting it down. I'm going to shut it down for the month of December, and I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to feel better, and I'm going to finish these. I'm running 1,000 miles this year. I'm going to finish this 1,000 miles, and I'm going to like feel good about this 1,000 miles. And man, I'm telling you, I feel like I've lost.
Dude, if you don't got to shut everything down. If you just do it in moderation, you're running 1,000 miles because you have to.
Yeah.
It's just like, when you have that thing, I always call, like, some of you like, do you want that? I'd be like, that's a plate full of sit-ups. That right there that's 2 hours on an elliptical. I fucking hate doing the elliptical. And then you're going on the elliptical and you're wearing out your knees and your hips doing this for like an hour, you need your knees and hips for the rest of your life.
Joe said
wearing it out.
Joe said to me one time, he goes, hey man, I'm worried about your knees running. And I remember thinking, oh, I guess just Joe didn't know anything about knees. Cause like, what are you talking about? I'm on a treadmill. I'm going straight. I'm not juking. That's how you hurt your knees. I didn't realize that my body was not meant to carry an extra 150 pounds on the top of it. And my knees were only meant for 100. Like, you only get the ligaments that are meant for the size of the body you got.
Yeah. Like, lean and mean, dude. Lean and mean. Dude, this guy's like, when they really get into working out and stuff, they become obese with muscle in a way where it's just like, as much as it's tone and all of that, and they look shredded and everything, if you have a little assistance getting into the next weight class, like that's when you start really, doing wear and tear, the power your body has, the torque when you're turning with all of this muscle and stuff. I mean, obviously, I don't know.
Tiger Woods is back.
Yeah, and you can really, but it really fucks with your feet and your knees too. You can even go that way with like muscles. So like, I was, I just did this run through Texas.
How was that?
It was wild, dude. It took a lot out of me because it was 2 shows a night, 8 days. So it was 16 shows, 16 plus hours of stand up. And we were outside and it was cold most of the nights. It was fucking cold. And I was joking on stage that if I had done my whole stand up career outside, I would have been retired by now. Because we were all like, we were just outside for like 4 or 5 hours every night. Yeah. It was like we tailgated for 8 straight days.
Yeah.
And Kenny was going like, "What's this red thing? Is this a bug bite?" I go, "I think that's windburn, dude. You've been outside in the elements, like so you gotta, drink some water, put some lotion on it or something." But like the crowds were amazing, and the food was incredible, dude. I got a place for you. The best brisket I've ever had in my life, hands fucking down. The Pecan Lodge in Dallas, Texas. Oh, really? My God, dude. First of all, it wasn't that thin shave thing.
Yeah.
It was a thick cut, thick for brisket. Dude, I've never tasted anything like that. Like brisket, a lot of times, everybody flips out about it. I'm not like the biggest brisket guy. I'm a pulled pork dude.
Oh.
So, yeah, I love pulled pork. So the that thing though, something the way it was, I can't even describe it to you. It was just melted in your mouth. It was unfucking believable. And what was funny was we tried to order it the second night in a row and it wasn't there. So we ordered this other shit that didn't travel well and I ate it. And I was like, ugh. Right. So the next day I was meeting a buddy of mine and I go, "Let's go to the Pecan Lodge." And they set it down in front of me again. And for 3 days in a row with barbecue in me, I almost puked. I was like, I can't fucking eat this shit anymore. I kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
Only because I overdosed. But now if I would go back there in a second. That was the best barbecue. And then my favorite guitar shop in the world is in Houston, Texas.
What's the name of the guitar shop?
Southpaw Guitar. And all they have is lefties.
Oh.
They never have left, dude. And they have fucking everything. And it was so cool. I went in there with Dean and I bought a couple of guitars off them. And I was so tempted because you just can't get them like that anywhere to get another one. And I'm just like, I have so many guitars that I don't have time to play right now. Like I'm going to get another one. And then I didn't get one. And now there's 2 of them that I'm thinking about going like, fuck, why didn't I get those? I'm like, I'm glad. Well, I should have got one of them, but I didn't. I don't know. But
well, let's go watch the football game.
Yeah. Dude, I thought you literally froze up there.
No. I'm thinking about guitars. I have 5 guitars and I have them all in cases and I can never get to them. So I never play them, but I want to
have it out on a stand.
You want to have them out on the wall so you can grab them. That's when you feel inspired, is grab them and play a little bit.
Well, dude, that's what was the difference between me, like playing drums and trying to get to another levels. I soundproofed my garage and I got my drum. So I got guitars hanging in there. And I got an old Rickenbacker left-handed bass that's killer. I got some sick, like nice stuff. Nothing too crazy. I didn't spend too much money because I didn't feel like I deserved them. And then also if I didn't end up having time to play them. But, I went in there looking for a telly and I just didn't see anything that stuck out. But then I saw a couple others that I was just like, my God, they're just amazing. I mean, yeah, I'm a total nerd for that stuff. But yeah, I agree with you. Let's go watch the football game.
Awesome.
Great to see you, dude. I'm glad you're having a nice, healthy month here. Let me and everybody else know in the next one. We want to know, your CT scan or whatever the hell it was for your heart.
Oh, I will definitely tell you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And awesome. I just had my heart checked out. I'm looking pretty good to go. And I got a physical coming up. So I'm doing all the right shit here. I've had too many friends have issues. So
that's all I kept saying I don't like that shit. I don't like going in for the CT scan, but then I was like, do it. and then you know you're not having a heart attack within the next 2 years, 3 years until you
Or
get your
yeah,
next
if
one.
they find something, they can just go in and take care of it.
Yeah, take care of it
Before it's like a problem.
Yeah.
What happened to us, Bert? We used to just talk about where we doing spots and where we drinking afterwards. Now we're talking about, it's good to get your heart scanned.
It's staring right at me, Bill. It's right here.
Oh, hold it up again. I want to see it again.
Buffalo Trace.
What is that?
Oh, it's a fucking fine whiskey.
That's another thing I miss about like fucking whiskeys and bourbons. Just the bottles and the labels alone.
I was just thinking that.
They're works of art.
You could sell so much more water if you sold it in old whiskey bottles. I'd drink so much more water if I could put it down in a handle of Jack Daniels.
I know, dude. They always like for the photo shoot of the bourbon whiskey, they always backlight it, and you just like, yeah. To this day, dude, if I could say anything, if I did anything, it would be bourbon. I really got into that shit. I All right, dude. You're making me thirsty.
Yeah.
Here.
No. Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Well, have one for me. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This has been another wonderful episode of the Bill
Bert
Podcast.
Cast.
All right, love you, brother. I'll see you on the next one.
All right, buddy.